J for some word I don't know, which means I guess samurai movie. Basically, it's like one guy is killing himself, the other guy is supposed to cut this guy's head off, and every time he looks at the guy's face, his face changes and looks like weirder and strange. And ultimately, he cuts the guy's head off. I'm like, okay. The makeup effects are nice. Like at one point, like the fucking eyes are in his nose or something. But I'm like, okay, all right. Fuck, I'm gonna have to make this a third part. Shit. So what was that? Oh, was that K for Klutz? Which I didn't care for this. It's pretty much an animated short that's like, someone sent me this show Family Dog. Kind of like that animation. And this, I'm like, what the fuck? At first, I'm like, the fuck is up with the toilet shit? Because you have, T for toilet, which, I liked. Then you have another segment I'll get to, which deals with the toilet. This deals with the toilet. You have fart, which that deals with toilet humor, toilet, farts. Not an actual toilet, but here it's like an anime short where a woman takes a dump, her fucking turd won't leave her alone, leave her the fuck alone, she's trying to get back in the turd. I'm like, just fucking leave, fuck it. And again, it's animated, like Family Dog style, and ultimately it gets on the ceiling, goes into her ass, through her mouth, and she dies. What the fuck? This is what I'm doing in my head. I'm like, I only like D for dog fight, H for hydroelectric, the bulldog fox, okay, fox titties, whatever. I have to think this way to get what the fuck with fucking farts and fucking klutzes of oh my god, I'm fucking losing my mind because I only like two stories. D for dog fight, H for hydroelectric, and then one of the worst ones comes up, L for libido. This is like the longest segment where it's like people tied down jerking off to something. And each one they see is something more and more repulsive. And it's like stage 1, stage 2, and it's like whoever comes first lives, whoever doesn't gets a fucking spike through them. And it's an Asian one. When I say that, I don't mean that. I'm not trying to be racist in that. It's just the ones that were of Asian persuasion were my least favorite. The fart one was Asian persuasion. The libido one is Asian persuasion. The last one was Asian persuasion. These were like my least favorite ones. Like if you took them out, the only one I probably liked was the M for nuptials. The guy with his bird. But and like each one is worse and worse. I mean, even to a point where you get the idea that a guy is fucking a kid. Thankfully, you don't see it, but I'm like, we don't need this fucking segment. Fuck this shit. One guy's lasted this long, but then he loses because at that one he can't do it, and he gets put on a table. A woman's fucking him, and then chainsaws the guy. And I'm like, fuck this goddamn shit. The M one I really didn't care for is from fucking Ty West. You're an overrated director. No, I have not seen House of the Devil. But I fucking seen Cabin Fever 2. I fucking saw his boring ass 7 VHS with the fucking married couple. Yeah, Ty West did Cabin Fever 2. Fucking hated that movie. House of the Devil I haven't seen. Don't give a fuck. Innkeepers I haven't seen. I don't give a fuck. His 7 VHS with the married couple, most boring married couple in existence, fucking sucked. This one is like 30 seconds long. It's a woman looking at her toilet. She's going to get a plunger. You go in, it's bloody in the toilet, and it's M for miscarriage. I know you're wondering why is this not a rant, Matt. A lot of the ones I liked are the ones that are in the second half of this. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm going to keep going. And for nuptials, I say I like. O for Orgasm was interesting. It was shot in an interesting way. It was shot kind of like if you're on acid. It was shot like kind of you're on acid. A woman, dying from orgasm, and there's, cigarettes in her skin and bubbles coming out of her mouth. It's shot like a fucking, almost like a David Lynch movie in the fact you don't know what the fuck's going on. It's really nicely shot, I gotta say. Um, Kind of like a S&M or what's that one, BDSM type of thing. I don't know if you want to call it horror, but it's like this girl's liking it, smoking, leather, choking, like she's into this and the bubbles. But it's shot interesting. It's shot like I've never took acid, but if I took acid, this is what it would be. So that made it interesting, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't really care. P for Pressure, I did not like at all. This is supposed to be like more of a realistic one where this woman is a prostitute. She can't make money. Her children are poor. So she has to do something horrible and basically gets this kitten and fucking steps on his head. And thankfully we don't see it. Thankfully, because I'm a cat lover. I like pussy. Sue me. I like pussy. Even if it's fun pussy. I like pussy. Don't hurt the pussy. Don't kill pussy. I love the pussy. Even lick pussy. Pussy is good. Pussy's my life. But I have to do that to get through this. But, it's P for pressure. And it's like, okay, the pressure of her having to do this. And, how she makes money is that someone films it. It's sick shit. And she got paid for it. And I'm like, fuck this. This is fucking... And the reason it's not rare is because the ones after that, QRS, TUVW, those I liked. Like I mentioned, I like Q because I liked R, I liked S, I liked alright. R, I'm fucking confused about. With was his skin? Did they put the film in the skin? Does his skin is it making film? He put what is the bit where he pushes his fucking train, he collapses, then it rains blood? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? What metaphor is that? You're right, I'm stupid. I don't get it. I would like to understand that. S for speed. Okay, a chick uses a flamethrower on an asshole, and okay, interesting idea that she's in this like post-apocalyptic thing, and then really she's doing speed, and it's fucking with her head, and she dies from that. Okay, interesting. T for Toilet, I like the claymation. It's like something that MTV would have shown back in the day. MTV anime stuff. UFO Unearthed, it was interesting. Vampire getting killed, and you see the point of view of the vampire. Interesting. V, that one I like the big fucking robot. I like this ballsy ate a baby's head and spit it out. I'm like, oh, you don't need that. But when the baby became alive and fucked people up and blew the fucker's head off, I'm like, okay, it's the one, I guess. The W for what the fuck, it was like what the fuck, and I thought it was actually pretty funny. The other ones after W, X for XXL, I did not really care for. I understood what it was going with because it's about this woman who's fat and she's going home and everybody she meets keeps making fun of her. So she wants to look like the model, so she gets a knife and cuts the fat off her body to the point of she's skinny and she does a pose like those models, but then she falls dead. I understand the message is getting with, be happy who you are, don't listen to people, just you want to be skinny and look what happened to this woman. I understood it, but in practical, again, most of these are practical effects. I give credit to that, but I'm like, I don't know, it's not something I would watch again. Y for Young Buck. I keep wanting to say Youngblood. Young Buck, I liked. Jason Eisner did it. I like the 80s music. The colors are very like Hobo with a Shotgun with those colors. I like the idea this boy takes revenge on this motherfucker. I like that you don't see, it's not graphic, that this guy molested this kid. That's not graphic. You don't need the guy licking the sweat off the benches, but just to show how sick this guy is. But I'll take that over showing molestation. I'll take the sweat thing, okay. I guess. But I like that the kid took revenge where he did fucking antlers, and it's practical. Puts the answers in the sick fucker's eyes. I like that. Z for Zetsumetsu, which I guess is meant to be extinction or something. This was fucking, again, Asian persuasion. Asian persuasion. Uh, a woman with a big fucking dick that has a knife come out fights with this woman who shoots vegetables out of her pussy. Some people get killed and turned to sushi or something. They've become fucking missiles and shoot out. One guy is trying to do his best impersonation of Dr. Strangelove. His fucking dick comes out, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So, honestly, if I bought this for $3, I just want those segments I liked put together. I'm sure if I try to edit, you know, one day, you know, I find it, I edit it, I know that's illegal, so I can't do that. I just skip to the segments I liked. I mean, A for Apocalypse. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, why are you trying to kill your husband? What the fuck, you bitch? You do it for a year to poison him, then you're like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna fuck up his hand. Good practical effects, but I'm like, what the fuck you doing? If you know there's an apocalypse, how about you just, hey, let's lay down and enjoy the apocalypse together, you know? And what the fuck? Instead of stupidly trying to kill him, and now he has to suffer that, you dumb bitch. B for Bigfoot, I'm like, whatever. Guy fucking has a fucking pizza cutter. C for Psycho, I'm like, I don't give a fuck, this Psycho thing, you know. D for Dogfight, really enjoy. Like the twist at the end. I like the asshole getting pwned. I thought it was really cool. I thought it was really interesting, well shot. E for Exterminate, kind of like a nothing. Guy gets bit by spider, baby spiders, whatever. You know, I saw that better in Creepshow segment with the cockroaches. F for Fart, can kiss my ass. G for Gravity was like nothing. POV, I put some birds on. Nothing. H for Hydroelectric Diffusion, I liked the fursuits. I thought it was well made. I'm like, wow, for a low budget, yet they're going to do CGI for the Ninja Turtles. You don't do CGI for Ninja Turtles, a new Ninja Turtle movie, Michael Bay, that you're producing? They did practical, and it's fucking probably, I don't know, a couple $1,000 they got. Motherfucker. So I like that one. I for Ingrown, a girl getting tortured, and no, an Ingrown, what the fuck is the thing? A samurai, oh, do I want to kill this person? And I'm like, don't fucking care. Nothing to it. K for Class animation about, oh, she shit a turret and the turret has a mind of its own. Pass. L Libido, this is like the longest one. And it's like, let me jerk off and if I come first I live. I'm like, fuck this. I don't want to see this ever again. Infamous Carriage is... In for Nuptials, I had some fun with the parrot. Telling on the guy. O for Orgasm, well shot, but I'm like, what the fuck's going on? BDSM, S&M, not my kind of thing. P for Pressure, like, really? Stepping on a kitten. I mean, I know it's horror, but stuff. Q for Quack, I thought was pretty funny. What should we shoot? Oh, shoot a dot, and then they did kill for being a dumbass. R for Removed, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You know, with the ending. Some good makeup effects. S for Speed, interesting idea. T for Toilet, I like the claymation. U for Unearthed, I like the POV of the vampire getting killed. The V, I like the robot. I like the ideas. Robot looked good. You know, probably better than RoboCop remake. Yeah, some mayhem, some decent action, some fucking head blowing up practically by the baby who got his head eaten, but he's like, fuck that, that's not stopping me. W for What the Fuck was funny, killer clowns, fucking killer zombie clowns and fucking shit. As for XXL, it was just depressing. Felt bad for the woman. It's like, you don't look that bad. Y for Young Butt, Jason Eisner, interesting. Practical, I like the colors, like the 80s vibe. Z can kiss my ass. So, like I said, it's a very mixed opinion. Give it a look, because I like some of the segments. Maybe some of them you'll like. So, it's a very mixed opinion. So, that's my long-ass review of it. I don't know how else to explain it.